since 1988.
30 years.
1998.
September of 1977.
1998.
1973.
Since May 28th, 1998.
1987.
Since November 17th of 1987.
Since May 19th, 1978.
Since May of 1988.
35 years.
Since 1978.
Luann is probably one of the most caring individuals that is out there in healthcare. She goes above and beyond to meet the individual where they're at. Makes extra time for individuals that may need a little extra explanation as to the reasons why they're receiving care. She also has the perfect, tender, loving care approach in providing phenomenal care to her patients. When they need a hug, she hugs them. When they need support, she supports them. And when she, I'm gonna cry. I'm so sorry. She took care of my husband when he came in for surgery. This is so sorry.
Sorry. And that's why I enjoy, the field I do. Yep. I enjoy being with patients and being there in their time of need.
Luann is probably one of the best people out there providing care.
I'm so honored to recognize Karen Haynes, who has been a caregiver at Winona Health since 1998. We get to celebrate her 25th anniversary. Karen's a go-getter. She works well with others. She gets things done. She lightens the load and makes things easy when she's here. Karen is such a leader. You know, she comes to work with such confidence. She's friendly and fun, and she gets to know the residents on a real personal level. She's a casual on-call nurse. She was full-time, and we're just feel very fortunate that she continues to work here, and we miss her when she's not here. I wish we would see her more.
This is Mike Larimer. He's a caregiver in our long-term care unit. He's been here since 1987.
I had a lot of cousins, family members, uncles, aunts that have been in healthcare or got into the profession, and so I decided to follow in their footsteps and get into healthcare as well.
Mike genuinely knows our residents, and he gets to know each individual person. He doesn't treat anybody like a job. He treats them like a true person, and it's that humanity in the work that he does. When he trains staff, that's what he passes on, is that knowledge of particular residents, not just what you do in the job or some of the main actions. It's really truly that caring part. He is a true caregiver. Our residents and even our other team members really appreciate the work that Mike does, and they would all tell you that he's consistent. He works very hard. He's very loyal to the organization. He is a master of any of old Hollywood trivia. If I'm lucky enough, he lets me partake in part of the crossword that he's working on so that I feel smart for just a teeny second. He's got good humor, and he's been around for a long time. He can tell you a lot of things about this organization that most of us don't realize and see how, we're not able to see how far we've come, and he's got that historical aspect. So.
It feels like family when you're at work. You get to know people closely, especially if you've been here for a long time. It gets to be like family.
It's my pleasure to introduce Corey Jamerson, who has been a caregiver here since November 17th of 1987. Corey has been in various roles at Winona Health, and I've worked with her for many of those years. Corey is incredible at what she does. She is kind, she is calm, and sometimes when I'm calling her, I'm maybe not always calling. I need help immediately, and Corey is willing to help me and drop everything she's doing to help me in my hour of need, and I do appreciate that. I highly respect Corey's opinions and her knowledge, and I tap into those resources frequently. Well, Corey and I have known each other for 35 years, and so what's interesting is that when Corey started on November 17th of 1987, I was actually on a maternity leave with my second boy. Corey came to us with a 7-week-old, and Lance works at Winona Health now too. So that's how long Corey and I have worked together, and it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I agree. I know it's rare to stay at a job for 35 years anymore, but I have really felt supported by Winona Health, by the staff and administration. Dar is always willing to help. I've never felt like, oh, I'm too busy, I can't help you right now. She's always been very open and willing to help. And 6 years ago when my husband was ill, I couldn't have asked for better department to work in and staff at Winona Health.
Thank you, Corey. That means a lot.
This is Peggy. She has been a caregiver at Winona Health since 1978. That's 45 years of service to this place. Something that makes Peggy so good at what she does is her ability to care for every patient that walks through the door, no matter what their complaint.
Looking back to the early days, things like patients and visitors could smoke. If there was oxygen, we put a little sign up, no smoking, there's oxygen. We didn't have CT machines, we didn't have ultrasounds. The doctors were on call, they weren't in-house.
I hope that Peggy knows how much the department relies on her and her knowledge. Your years of experience have not gone unnoticed, and we are very grateful for that.
Lois has been with Winona Health and Lake Winona Manor for 35 years. She's really dedicated her life to the caregiving of others, not just here, but in her personal life. I know that she's a true caregiver as well. She's really taken this as a calling, and we have been very fortunate that she shared this calling with us. Lois should know residents really find her. She is the quiet and compassionate worker. She's a constant in their day and their week. Lois is always in the lineup. She can be trusted to be here. And I think their staff feel the same way. She is a very strong team player, and we just absolutely appreciate the work that she does for us and for our residents.
So I'd like to introduce Rebecca Lamberty, our Chief Administrative Officer, who has been with Winona Health since February of 1998. She has a heart for healthcare, for starters. I think, we're problem solving is something that's just sort of endemic into what we do in our roles, when we're trying to help people, whether that's our patients, our residents, our staff, families, things like that. And so you can't really have expectations about the solution. It's like you got to meet people where they are, and I think Rebecca does a really great role of understanding the problems and of connecting with people, and then working for a solution that is going to be the right one for everybody.
I really love problem solving. I really love helping people when I can. I really love it when someone walks away from me feeling just a little bit better about the situation that they might have encountered or lived through or experienced. So that's what I love about my work.
It never goes without saying that you are a very important person for so many different reasons, not just for the role that you play here, but who you are as an individual and what you bring to the people that you come in contact with, and how that makes a difference for so many people.
I've known Tricia for 30 years. A fun fact we found out about each other is that we started a week apart, so she was a week ahead of me. And we had the same rotation when she was in food and nutrition on the weekends. So I would see her every other weekend when I came to work. And then through the years, I've crossed paths with her again through hospice and Lake Winona Manor and then the business office. Tricia is so good at what she does because she takes her time. She's very detail oriented. I can tell that she really loves this position, and she likes the puzzle solving that has to happen when you're trying to figure out that there's something wrong. I would like Tricia to know that she has been just a tremendous asset to this business office over the last 17 years that I've known her. I can rely on her. She's very detail oriented. She always comes prepared with information so that we can make the best decision. She has been personable to all the staff, willing to answer their questions when maybe it's even outside their role.
1973, Tweety started at Winona Health. So we are here to honor her many years of service, her years of knowledge, her kind, caring, just everything about her makes her good at what she does. But I think the patience that she has with our new nurses, our patience, just everything about her.
Oh, thank you for those kind words. I like the one-on-one patient contact. I like talking to the patient. I like being able to do everything that you can't do like in a bigger hospital. We can do things like IV starts. We can take care of dressings. We give our own injections. We do treatments for people, and you get to know them.
Something that I hope Tweety knows, that someday, if and when she would ever decide to leave and retire, that you are going to be ridiculously missed.
Oh, thank you.
You have made such a huge impact on this facility that you will always be a part of us.
Thank you so much.
We are here to recognize Shelley. She has been a caregiver with Winona Health since May of 1988. Shelley is our file room coordinator, and her role is very critical in our everyday work in imaging. Something I know that our whole team would like Shelley to know is just how appreciated she is in everything that she does for our team. She's extremely genuine and caring, and our conversations are extremely meaningful, something that I will always cherish. And she's most definitely best dressed.
Oh, thank you. When I started, it felt like home to me, and it felt like someplace that I wanted to stay. I enjoyed the people, the surroundings, everything felt comfortable. And I was one of the first babies born here in 1962 in the new building. So I always thought that was kind of special.
I'd like to introduce Lisa Collier, and she has been a caregiver here since September of 1977. Lisa started in the Winona Clinic, and she has become an expert in maneuvering the regulatory laws for release of information for the patients.
I like what I'm doing, and it's just a good place to work.
She's always kind, and she's always knowledgeable, and every time you go talk to her, she will give you the best answer, and you know you will get what you need. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you all for your efforts, for your commitments, for your support, of Winona Health and the work that we do, of our mission to inspire, recognize, and empower the caregiver in all of us. It shows up every single day in the work that you do. And I think this year is really a testament as we come out of the COVID situation after the last couple of years. And for those of you that, so many have stuck it out, have been the core of this organization, of ensuring that our community was taken care of during that difficult time and in the go forward. And so as things are continually changing in healthcare and we're being challenged on every front, it's all of caregivers like you who make this happen for this organization, who put our people first and put our community up front and center to say, we're here for you and living out our mission and our vision and our values. So on behalf of the board, on the behalf of all of your colleagues here, and certainly myself, I want to congratulate all of you on your service awards this year. Thank you.